Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, coming from a special request, Brings. So I made a stone bring deck. I wanted to try to get this to work, and with the sort of the current meta being so heavily influenced by Atraxa decks, what is a better way? What could be a better way than to exile all the Atraxa from our opponent's deck with the Stone Bring? So this is my first rendition of this deck, to try it out. And what I wanted to try it in is a mono black shell. I think a mono black shell has a lot of sustainability against most of the aggro decks out there, where our deck's full of removal. And then if our opponent happens to be one of those control-y decks or drawn out decks, our Stone Bring will bring them out. That's kind of the idea of the deck. Now let's look at a whole deck list. In the early game, we got removals, we got 3 cutdowns, and 2 duress. So against aggro, against control, we have both things just for sort of a variety check. Then in the 2-drop, removal. We got 2 Bitter Triumphs to remove creatures or planeswalkers, and then 4 go for the throat to definitely get rid of whatever creature they could have. Then we have 2 Tenacious Underdog. This is something that I'm kind of iffy about. I want to have more Underdog or some more card draw in the deck, but in this rendition of the deck, I really couldn't figure out where to put it in. Now, I do have 2 Stone Brings in the deck to Stone Bring our opponent out. And the deck doesn't have a lot of card draws, even though normally Mono Black kind of already struggles at that. But in the 3-drop, we have 2 Graveyard Trespasser as a graveyard hate. We have 4 Gumdrop Poisoner, which is technically a 1-drop that also doubles as a 3-drop because we get the Temp with Treats for the food token, and then the Gumdrop Poisoner, and then also she has Lifelink, which is pretty useful against a lot of the aggro and burn decks. And then we have 2 Liliana to get into our opponent's hand, should that be necessary. So instead of card draw in a mono black deck, what we have is card disruption. So we have a little bit of that. So we have Duress as discard, the ward on Graveyard Trespasser as discard, and then we got Liliana as the additional discard. Then we have 2 Path of Peril, just in case we meet a very wide board against a token deck maybe. Path of Peril will be able to help, wipe that whole board whenever necessary. But that does require us to have white mana in the deck, which we'll talk a little bit about later. Then we have 4 Sheoldred, the Apocalypse, and then to the End. In case our opponents somehow land in the Atraxa, we can exile it that way as well. The End also can take out Emperors, as we did in previous games. That was fun. And then on a 5-drop, we got 2 Gix Command just for a bigger board wipe, or to bring back a Sheoldred, bring back a Wincon. And then in the 7-drop, not really a 7-drop, but a Virtue of Persistence as a 2-drop that could double as a 7. So that's kind of the whole idea of the deck. Now, we are a very control-y deck, but in the land base, I only have 25. I only put in 25 lands because we have a lot of removal in the early game. But the lands are kind of tricky. So I have 10 Swamps, mono black, of course, I'm going to have Swamps, and then I have 1 Takenuma. But in order to be able to cast Path of Peril, I also put it in, I also slotted in rather for Restless Fortress and for Rafine Tower. Now, Restless Fortress is not only a land that gives me white mana, it can also double as a creature to attack for a Wincon against control decks. So that's a little bit of something. I'm not really quite sure about whether or not this is good. Definitely reasonable to cut the Restless Fortress and just put 4 Rafine Tower for that cycle ability. That probably is good enough. We also have 2 Demolition Field, and then 4 Mirrex for additional sort of board presence Wincon from our lands. That's the 25 lands in the deck. Now, this is definitely not the perfect or cleanest cut off this deck possible, but I wanted to at least try it out because I do think the Stone Bring is a fun card to play against the current meta, and there is definitely a version out there that could get us to work. But I don't want to try the Tezzeret version yet, since I just ran another Tezzeret version yesterday. So I'm going to try this Stone Bring deck without the necessary amount of card draws I really am more familiar with, and I want to try to see whether or not it will work. Who knows, right? Right-click a card, bring a game to zoom in. Nice. Very nice. Like anyone doesn't know that. Del Ray H. Alright, we're gonna go first with 2 lands and a bring. I mean, I kind of have to keep with the bring, but I'm kind of scared of not drawing a land. We'll say hi. Wonder if I just take out his tally, what happens? As long as they're not mono red, we might have a chance. They're black. Well then. Do I just Stone Bring him? What can he have? I'll take out their Sheoldred. Do I take out their Sheoldred? Do I take out their Virtue? Probably. I'm still most afraid of Sheoldred. I think that's probably the best card to take out. I don't draw a land, so I guess we'll take out their Sheoldred. I can take out their Swamp. Alright, what's in your hand? Graveyard Trespasser. That's coming out next turn. Sorin, Gix command. There's four Sheoldreds. Yeah, but now I'm playing off like 3 lands, so or 2 lands, so I need more lands. I got to do that. At least I got to do that, right? And then the Sorin's gonna come and kill me, so that's always fun. Here comes the Trespasser. There it is. He should have played the other thing, but I mean, I'm playing off 2 lands here. This is turn 4, and I have 2 lands. He has a lot of lands, so even though I had the Stonebring, I guess I'm just gonna quit now. I got to Stonebring his Sheoldred, right? I mean, it's not like I quit after I Stonebring just so that I can Stonebring him. I quit because I didn't draw a land for 2 turns with a 25 land deck, so yeah. Can't play the game without lands. Grr. This is the arena for you. I mean, that's what you get, right? We play mono black. We immediately meet a mono black deck. We got to go first, which is good, but does not matter if you don't get to draw a land. So now we're going to go second, even though we are going to draw lands. Oh, we're going to go first, but still no lands. Whatever. I have to keep a hand because I have a removal, a bring, and then 2 lands. Going first, you really don't want to mulligan because then you won't draw lands and you'll be down 1 more card. This is terrible though. These are all of our high drops in our hand. Like the highest CMC in the deck is 5. It's right here. And we got both of them, right? The Virtue is not really a CMC 7 since technically you can cast it for 2. This is the only card that's uncastable. And our opponent's roping us turn 0. Fun. Mono black again. Alright. This time we have land number 3, but our cards cost 4 or 5. No card draw is painful. Phyrexian Arena will definitely help in this deck. I'm not sure where I can put in a Phyrexian Arena though. Okay, there's a Restless Cottage, which is interesting. So it's Golgari. Golgari also still tops out a Sheoldred, I think, right? I can take out the... what is that other card called? I mean, I can turn out the Turtle. I can take out Galissa. But I still feel like Sheoldred's the way to go. Or I can take out their Go for the Throw. Actually, that's pretty good. Take out their Go for the Throw. What are they going to do? Go for the Throat. Alright, no Go for the Throw here. There's Virtue, there's Gix Command, there's Terra Thunder. There's 4 Go for the Throats here. There's 4 Virtues. I mean, I saw more Virtues. I could have looked through his deck, but it's always nice to be able to look through your opponent's deck if you're playing one of those games where, you know, you really care about who's going first. Or, what is that? Well, tournament games. That's what I'm trying to say. But it's not very useful when you're fighting these kind of games because... You know, we're just trying to play a game. I could Liliana him and make him take out a Sentinel. Right? And he'll play the Galissa. And then hopefully I'll draw something that can kill the Galissa. Or I can play Sheoldred. He'll Terra Thunder my Sheoldred. And then that will be his whole turn. And then I'll just cry. So...
Nobody knows Dominaria shadows like that.
Probably just gonna play Galissa next turn. I have a feeling. No, another Sentinel. That's interesting. I don't know if I would have done that. I guess he can just explore and hope to draw a land. He does draw a land. Good for him. I could end the Sentinel. Do I de-end the Sentinel here? There's still a Galissa that I can't get rid of, but... First we discard Cut Down. It's probably not very useful here. He discards his Galissa, that's interesting. I was always afraid of the Galissa, but if he discards it, we'll de-end the Sentinel when he tries to map. Or if he activates the Restless Fortress, I will de-end the Restless Fortress. Alright, he's not doing anything, so... Let's let him declare attacker, because otherwise he can turn the fortress alive. Alright, so he's got a decent hand, honestly. Now we can look at it. He has Nissa, he has Sheoldred, and Mosswood Dread Knight. That's also a card that we gotta be careful about. Tear into this deck. Now if only can draw a land, right? That is not a land. This is just gonna eat the Terra Thunder, but you know, we trade a turn, basically. Well, actually, he probably just Gix Command it. I don't know if I agree with that. Pretty much a waste of a Gix Command. Alright, I can Duress the Virtue. Not drawing land number 4 here. I mean, land number 5 here is frustrating because these have been in my hand since the start. Gotta take out the Virtue. It is the scariest card when it gets activated. But I don't think it matters. I'm probably still gonna die. Turtle. So auto ramp. Really? I don't agree with that. It's not like he could have cut down the turtle. He could have attacked with the cottage, right? Oh wait, no, he's got 3 mana total. That's a lot of cards. Lots of cards drawn. Alright, I guess with Liliana, make him sacrifice the turtle, turn the cottage to life, and hit Liliana. Man, I'm just not drawing the lands. Seriously.
This is my
Sack your
home,
turtle.
and I don't appreciate it when people touch my thing. Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
I mean, he could have turned the Mishra's Foundry alive. I'm not sure if I agree with this. That's also... I don't agree with that either. But he has no creatures on board, and my Gix Command won't do anything.
I'll take my zombies and leave.
Oh, I have Virtue on nobody. That's... Yay. Yeah, no land draws, so... Thanks, deck. We've gone to 15 cards, we got 4 lands. So... and then there's Sheoldred. And then there's Sheoldred. Mosswood Dread Knight. I guess I can cut that down. No, he's not. He's not even playing a creature. Are you kidding me right now? Look at all the lands he has. Alright, this is a dumb play, but I can do it. He can Terra Thunder. My little 1/1 here. I don't know if that matters. I don't think that matters. We got rid of 1 Sheoldred. Basically, if we can land our Sheoldred, it will be a lot better because they have no go for the throat. But hey, you know, none of that matters when you don't draw your land. So, what are we gonna play here? Welcome to the most painful game of 2024. About to take 5 here. And our Gix command's gone now. There it is. Now our Gix command is gone. It's pointless. Our Virtue will just die to his Terra Thunder. We draw land number 5 right after. That's nice. We can make him sacrifice this and give this +2/+2. Alright. Sacrifice your biggest creature. He's got not enough lands to make that a big creature. We'll... right afterwards. This is just the most frustrating game ever. Which is playing an arena, like in a nutshell. There's Mosswood Dread Knight. And then Galissa. Now all I draw is lands. This is... yeah, don't draw lands until you cannot use them anymore. Then draw all the lands. I can kill the Galissa, make this a 5/5. He gets to draw another card afterwards. Oh, I can't even kill the Galissa this way. I have to kill the Galissa with Bitter Triumph. If that's the case, I don't have to kill it this turn. Hey, 3 life. Yeah, sure. I wasn't gonna cast it, and you have a freaking thing in your hand. Another Mosswood Dread Knight. Very nice for you. Alright, am I really playing this out here? One last draw before I quit. It's probably gonna be a land. Watch. Oh, Graveyard Trespasser. That's actually not a land, which is surprising. I guess you can Terra Thunder the Graveyard Trespasser, right? He's gonna bring back a Sheoldred. We'll make him bring back the Sheoldred. Because I can deal with the Sheoldred a lot better than dealing with the Galissa. Haha, bait it. Huge Terra Thunder. I think I just died if we play Sheoldred. Yeah, GG. Can't stone bring enough. I mean, I could if I drew lands, but here we are. Alright, so this is one of those days, this is one of those decks, and I guess we're in the mode of play till we win a game. Which might take till tomorrow, but who knows. Penna! Hello. Alright, we get 4 lands and then nothing else. Keep. That seems like a good hand for me. What deck are you playing? A bushwhack and a cut down, huh? I don't care about your cut down. I'm gonna whack your bushwhack. Another Golgari deck, which is very good against whatever we're playing. Is it underdog time? It is. Do I cut down the underdog? Does that do anything to me? I guess I have lands open and the cut down doesn't do anything in my hand. Do I play Raffine's Tower? Do I hold it for cycle? The Path of Peril is probably going to be useful later on, right? So Galissa's coming out next turn. Can't kill the Galissa by gaining life. Cannot kill the Galissa by gaining life. Can kill the Galissa by scorning it. Grrr. I hate you so much, Galissa. There, I scorned it enough, it died. Probably just gonna blitz the underdog on me. Which, I mean, it takes up his whole turn. No, Hardcast underdog, which is weird. I wouldn't have done that. Do I have Mirrex here? It's not very useful, but I do get it on board. Why do I get it on board? Is getting some life? You gonna let me gain that life or what? It's probably gonna cut down a Gumdrop Poisoner, but you know, I gotta do it. He's got lots of card draw on me. With the Tenacious Underdog, I need to draw land number 7 here. Who knows if that will ever happen. Is he gonna cut down his own creature? No, okay. I was gonna say. That makes no sense. I don't know why he did it in response then. Blitz the dog? Blitz the... No, yeah, blitz the dog. Take himself down to 15. I'm still at 22. He goes to 3 cards, which is pretty nice for him. I am not on 3 cards. I am on a Mirrex. And a Bitter Triumph. So that's enough. I can cast both next turn. But I'm not casting it onto Underdog. I wonder if he's dying faster this way, or am I dying faster this way? Yep. Pretty good. That's 7 mana. I can Virtue next turn. We probably can kill it with Terra Thunder. Sentinel, good for him. Alright, do I kill his Sentinel with the Bitter Triumph, or do I Mirrex? I'm at 16. I think I can Mirrex here, right? I mean, Bitter Triumph is pretty good. That means that he'll have to Terra Thunder, which means that he'll have 5 mana left. And then he'll play Sheoldred. And then what do I do? Yeah. I mean, Bitter Triumph takes... I had to take 3. And this way I take 3 anyways. Another land. Do I play this land out? Is there a reason to? Do I need 8 mana for anything? I don't know. I could discard this to Bitter Triumph if I needed it. There's a Sheoldred. Please don't have Terra Thunder. Please don't have Terra Thunder. Inferno Grasp. Tossed it. Mosswood Dreadnought. Okay. I guess I have to take out a Galissa because I can't take out a Sheoldred. Gumdrop Poisoner. I don't have any life gain, so discard a card. Kill your Sheoldred. Actually, do I just Path of Peril here? That blows up the whole board, and then he'll underdog me. Yeah, it's not good enough, I feel like. Now I can draw. I mean, same card. Well, yeah, same card. So, we'll just end turn here. Can't do anything right now. Virtue's gonna have to hold the line for a few more turns. Go for the throw. Yep. He's gonna blitz out Underdog. He does blitz out Underdog. Okay. Let's let him go to combat first. Then we will pay 3 life. We'll go down to 9. Then we'll go down to really low, right? Should I just discard the path? I think I should discard a path. Kill the Sentinel. Discard a path. Go down to 6. He can use his map token, but the Virtue should give me back his Sheoldred. He does not miss a beat. Give me your Sheoldred, please. I draw a land. I draw a land. Go for the throw on the Sheoldred. Does have enough to deal 8 damage though. That's 6 damage. Close. Can he deal 2 more damage? Mosswood Dreadnought. As a blocker? Give me your Sheoldred again. I need that life gain. Even though, oh my god. I mean, he blocks 1. Does he have a removal? Does he have a last removal? He does. 4 go for the throws in a row. I don't know what to say. That was one card we could have drawn that we couldn't be played is Sheoldred, which, yay, oh boy. I don't know what to say. Play till we win a game. Play till we win a game. We didn't even get to Stonebring anyone, by the way. None of the Stonebring or DN came out that game. I think Arena has figured out that our deck is bad against Golgari, and so we're only going to get matched up against Golgari now. That is fun. All of it against McGill. That is a name you can have. We no longer go first. So here is an aggro deck. Interesting. Got 2 Timeless Fortress, by the way. At least we got 2 1-drops, so I guess we can... See? Aggro deck. What are they going to play? Nothing. So we will... Do we Fortress here? No. Let's keep a cut down open. Play with fire. There it is. In my face. My face, it's on fire. Okay, not to the top is good for me. Marginally. It's still good. Kumano. Can't stop that. Also can't stop the cut. I can't use the cut down anymore on the Kumano. Because these creatures are going to get buffed. The 3/3 is going to come after me next turn. Good thing I have a Restless Fortress here. Oh boy. So Miguel, if you know how to play the game, please stop roping people. Just make a decision faster, you know? Like, you already know what you're going to play. You have red in your deck, just fire off every card you have and hope you can count to 20. Most mono red players can't count, especially not to 20. Godric. That is a 4/4 Godric. Oh, thank God I got something. I guess I'll kill it in response to them play anything. Do I also want to cut something down, so... He has to play something to make Godric fly. Let's see what he plays. Audacity. You have the audacity to target your Godric. You have the audacity to target your etching. See? Removal for days. And they quit. GG. We got a game. We don't have to stone bring them, but we got a game. We stone bring people, we don't get those games. Why? Because once you play stone bring, Arena says, hey, you're trying good cards. None of that. No land for you. The 2 games we had stone bring, we did not draw any lands. Against mono red or against whatever the heck that was the last game, we didn't really need the lands. Right? We just need to remove all their cards. So, how is this deck, I wonder? There are some things that I want to say about the deck, but mainly, the first 3 games we played were just awful and frustrating arena experiences, where you don't draw lands until none of the lands can do anything anymore, and then you only draw lands. Fun. That is the problem with this deck. I don't know what you can do about that because we got 25 lands, right? And you can't really cut in lands, you can't really add lands when you have 25. It's really a clean number in a normal deck. 24 is normally the prime number for, well, it's not a prime number, it's a premium number for a deck with these kind of a mana curve. I just add an extra one because I got man lands and a lot of these are tap lands. Did not matter, right? So some cards though, some cards that we should talk about. Underdog never really came out. It just never really did its thing. Did its thing for our opponent and killed us with it, but never did a thing for us. The Duress was pretty good. I wouldn't hate on Duress. Maybe take a cut down out. The cut downs really are not as good in most situations against control or against these mid-rangey decks. Gix Command, oh man, I had 2 in my deck. I drew 2 of them on my opening hand, and I'll never be able to play it until all of my graveyard got exiled. Then guess what? I got my 5th land then. So Gix Command, I don't. You can cut down to 5. Cut the 5 cast down to 1. I don't know. I still need it. I feel like maybe cut a Gix Command. Maybe cut a cut down, and maybe cut a... I don't know what else you can cut, right? Just those 2 and putting 2 Phyrex in Arena. That might be a different version of the deck that could succeed, but overall, you gotta play this deck a lot more to get wins because it is not incentivized in Arena. And when a deck is not incentivized in Arena, you're gonna get all the bad draws, you're gonna get all the bad matchups, and you will lose a lot more than you win. Still, once you get to stone bring someone and take out all the Sheoldreds in their deck, it's the moral victories, right? Moral victories. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.